Before you scroll any further, you need to understand that this moment is not random. And this video is not something you accidentally found while wasting time online. This is happening because something bigger than you has been trying to get your attention for a long time, and you have been ignoring the signs without even realizing it. There is a reason you feel restless at night, and there is a reason your mind has been overwhelmed with thoughts you cannot explain no matter how hard you try to escape them. There is a reason certain people have started to disappear from your life, and certain situations have been falling apart right in front of you. You thought it was bad luck, and you told yourself it was just life being unfair. But deep down you felt something was off, and you could not shake that feeling away. What if I told you that this is not chaos, and this is not coincidence, but a controlled shift that is happening for a reason? You are about to understand. Stay with me for the next few minutes, because what you are about to hear will explain why things have been falling apart and why you have been feeling this pressure building inside you. And once you see it clearly, you will never look at your situation the same way again. Because this is the moment where everything starts to make sense. You've been trying to move forward with your life, and you've been putting in effort to fix things that are clearly not working. But somehow everything keeps circling back to the same point where you started. You push yourself to stay positive, and you tell yourself that things will get better with time. But deep inside, there is a quiet frustration growing that you cannot fully explain to anyone around you. There are moments when everything seems normal on the surface, but inside your mind feels heavy and crowded with thoughts that do not let you rest even when you are doing nothing. You sit in silence and try to relax, but your thoughts keep reminding you that something in your life is not aligned the way it should be. You have noticed that your energy is not the same anymore, and things that once made you feel comfortable now feel distant and strange without any clear reason. You try to ignore that feeling and continue your routine, but that inner discomfort keeps coming back stronger every time you push it away. There is a pattern in your life that you have not fully recognized yet, and it keeps repeating itself in different forms, but with the same emotional outcome. Different people, different situations, different moments, but somehow the same feeling of disappointment and confusion keeps returning again and again. You start questioning yourself and wondering if the problem is within you, because everything around you keeps breaking in ways you cannot control. You wonder if you're making wrong decisions, or trusting the wrong people, or missing something important that everyone else seems to understand except you. But what you do not see yet is that this is not random failure, and this is not a sign that you are broken or lost beyond repair. This is a process that begins quietly when something in your life is no longer meant to stay connected to your future. You have been holding on to certain people and certain situations because they once felt right and they once gave you a sense of stability. But just because something felt right in the past does not mean it is meant to stay in your life forever. As you continue to grow, growth is not always loud and obvious, and sometimes it shows itself through discomfort and distance, and a feeling that something is slowly shifting out of place. And that shift is exactly what you've been feeling, but you've been trying to silence it, because facing it would require you to make difficult decisions. There is a reason why certain conversations no longer feel the same, and there is a reason why certain environments now drain you instead of giving you peace. It is because you are no longer aligned with those spaces, and your spirit is starting to reject what your mind is still trying to hold on to. This is why you feel tired even when you have not done much. And this is why your mind feels overwhelmed even when everything looks normal from the outside. Because deep inside you are fighting a silent battle between staying where you are comfortable and moving towards something unknown but necessary. You are not weak for feeling this way, and you are not lost just because you do not have all the answers right now. You are in the middle of a shift that is slowly preparing you for a different version of your life that you cannot fully see yet. And the reason it feels so heavy is because you are being asked to release something that you have emotionally invested in for a long time. Letting go is never easy when your heart is still connected, but holding on will only make the process more painful than it needs to be. You have reached a point where pretending that everything is fine is no longer working, and ignoring the signs is becoming harder every day. Because something inside you already knows that a change is coming, and that change cannot be avoided forever, no matter how much you try. And this is exactly where everything begins. Because this feeling that you're experiencing right now is not here to confuse you, but to wake you up. It is here to show you that you cannot stay the same, and you cannot carry everything with you into the next chapter of your life. There have been subtle signs all around you that you refuse to see, because accepting them would have forced you to confront uncomfortable truths. Your life has been sending quiet warnings, whispering messages that you chose to ignore, because it was easier to stay blind than to face the reality in front of you. You have felt moments of unease, moments when your heart skipped a beat for no reason, moments when you thought something was off but brushed it away as coincidence. Those moments were not coincidences. They were God nudging you, trying to catch your attention before it was too late to change course. Think about the people who have suddenly drifted away from your life, or the situations that have inexplicably started to fall apart. You might have labeled it bad luck or blamed yourself, but in reality, these are signals guiding you toward a necessary shift that you cannot fully see yet. There are times when you have felt restless without reason. Moments where anxiety grips you despite having no visible stress. These are not random emotions. These are spiritual alarms. Reminders that your current path is not aligned with what God is preparing for you. You might have noticed doors closing, opportunities disappearing, or relationships turning cold. These are not punishments or signs of failure. They are gentle but firm ways of redirecting you to something far greater than what you currently see. You may have felt invisible pressure, a quiet tension in your soul that grows stronger each day. That pressure is not meant to break you, but to push you toward awareness, forcing you to recognize what has been ignored for too long. Think about every uncomfortable conversation you avoided, every instinct you ignored, every feeling you told yourself was just nothing. Each one was a divine sign, a piece of the puzzle that your spirit has been trying to assemble to show you the truth. You cannot keep brushing these signs aside. The more you ignore them, the heavier your life will feel, and the louder the universe will speak. But if you allow yourself to truly see and feel them, you will begin to understand the pattern, and your next move will become clear. This is not fear-mongering or a warning for the sake of drama. This is reality speaking to you in the only language you could ignore before. And this reality is designed to prepare you for a transformation that will require courage, clarity, and complete trust in what is coming. Right now, everything you are experiencing, the confusion, the discomfort, the sudden changes, is not chaos, and it is not random. It is a carefully orchestrated shift, designed to remove what no longer serves your growth and to prepare space for something far greater than you can imagine. You have been walking through life, thinking you are in control, thinking your plans dictate your future. But there is a higher hand at work, quietly moving pieces, opening some doors and closing others, in order to guide you exactly where you are meant to be. Every time something fell apart, every opportunity you missed, every relationship that faded, it was not failure. It was alignment, a divine course correction, making sure you are ready for what is coming next. The moments you have felt lost or confused were not meaningless. They were preparation, a subtle awakening that has been building inside you, nudging you to see the truth that you have been avoiding. Do not mistake discomfort for punishment or struggle for weakness. It is the exact opposite. These are the signs that you're being readied for transformation, that God is shaping your path with precision and care. The things you once held onto tightly are now being removed, not because they are evil, but because they cannot come with you into the next chapter of your life. Letting go does not mean losing. It means making room for blessings that are bigger than your current understanding. You may have asked yourself why this is happening to you, why life seems so confusing right now. The answer is that your life is being rewritten silently, in ways that are subtle but unstoppable. And the shift is already in motion, whether you see it or not. Now is the time to open your eyes fully and recognize that every uncomfortable moment, every loss, every unexpected change is part of a divine blueprint. The blueprint is not random, and it is not cruel. It is intentional, preparing you to step into a version of your life that you have only dreamed of. If you continue to resist or ignore it, the lessons will repeat until they are unavoidable. But if you embrace it, if you see clearly and take the steps that are required, you will feel a liberation that is unlike anything you have ever experienced. This is your moment, the turning point that will separate your past limitations from your future possibilities. And once you accept this reality, you will never question the timing of your life again, because you will understand that every moment led you to exactly this point. You cannot continue to ignore the signs that have been surrounding you, because each one has a purpose, and purpose waits for no one. Every moment you hesitate, every instinct you silence, you delay the blessing and the breakthrough that are already on their way to you. The discomfort you feel is not meant to punish you. It is meant to awaken you to the reality that your life is shifting and that you have a choice in how you respond. Ignoring it will not stop the shift. It will only make it harder for you to move forward when the change arrives. You must face the truth that some people, some habits, and some situations are no longer compatible with the person you're becoming. Clinging to them will only slow your progress, keeping you trapped in cycles that prevent you from stepping fully into your purpose. The signs you have been feeling, restlessness, confusion, unexpected loss, are all designed to guide you toward clarity. Each one is a signal pointing you to the things you need to release in order to make room for what is meant for you. Do not underestimate the power of these moments. They are not coincidences. They are divine interventions orchestrated to prepare you for a future you cannot yet see. Every challenge, every closed door, every sudden change is a part of the blueprint that leads you directly to your breakthrough. The people who have left your life were not leaving by chance. The circumstances that fell apart were not random. They were clearing space for something bigger, something more aligned with the purpose that God has designed specifically for you. You cannot afford to ignore this, because time moves forward, and the opportunities that are being prepared for you will not wait forever. The sooner you recognize and act upon the signs, the sooner you will step into a life filled with clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. You are being asked to act, to make decisions, and to trust what is happening, even if you cannot fully understand it yet. Faith is required now more than ever, because faith is what transforms uncertainty into clarity and hesitation into action. The shift you have been resisting is actually your awakening. Your discomfort is your guide, your losses are your preparation, and your confusion is your signal to move into alignment with your destiny. And once you fully see this truth, you will never look at life the same way again, because you will understand that everything, every challenge, every change, every person was leading you here. Everything that has happened in your life up until this moment, every unexpected change, every loss, every moment of discomfort has led you to this exact point. Nothing has been random, nothing has been wasted, and nothing has been meaningless. Every detail was part of the plan, preparing you for your breakthrough. You have been guided here for a reason, and the reason is clear. To help you see that the life you have been dreaming of is already waiting for you. The path is illuminated, but it requires your courage, your trust, and your willingness to take the first step forward into the unknown. Do not let fear, doubt, or hesitation keep you trapped in the patterns that have held you back for so long. This is your moment to release what no longer serves you, to embrace the change that is coming, and to step fully into the life that has been prepared for you. Everything that seemed painful, confusing, or unfair was only a prelude to the transformation that is unfolding right now. And once you accept it, once you acknowledge it, you will feel a shift inside you that cannot be undone. A shift that realigns your spirit, your purpose, and your destiny. Remember, you were not brought here by accident. You were guided, led, and positioned in this exact moment so that you could finally see the truth and take action on it. If this message has reached you, if it has touched your heart in any way, then do not ignore it. Take the first step today, trust the process, and know that everything happening in your life is preparing you for a future beyond your imagination. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it, because they too are being guided, and this could be the moment that changes their life as well. And if you want to continue receiving guidance and encouragement, stay connected and be ready for the next sign, the next message, and the next step in your journey. You have been led here, you have been prepared, and now it is your time to step into the life that has always been waiting for you. Do not waste another moment. Your breakthrough is closer than you think, and it starts the moment you decide to fully embrace what is happening.